Welcome to your hip mobility workout. We'll move your hips in a variety of ways to help you feel loose and more mobile. You can do this as a warm up to your workout or even just to start or end your day feeling great. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll first come down to a seat, leaning back to the hands and then bring your feet out wide. You're gonna drop your knees down and come into this wiping motion. So you're trying to drop one knee in and open the other. Now we'll just roll back and through and drop the knees the other direction. So just begin shifting back and forth. And you can do this at your own pace or with me. Now, if you're feeling that's pretty manageable, and you want to see if you can move up just a little bit, so you can keep your hands there, or moving with me, we'll take the hands off the ground and now start to roll through the sits bones and then drop the knees down to the side. Same thing, pull through center, drawing through the abdomen and drop down as well. So we're going to be moving side to side, again at your own pace, back and forth here. Excellent. And then we'll see if we can get one more in. Good. Then coming to all fours. So we're going to start with hands underneath the shoulders and then knees underneath the hips. Try to keep your hands in place instead of pulling them up when you step forward. And what we'll do now is pick one knee up, bring it in, so you're pulling in through the belly, push up through the shoulders, and then step up and out as far as you can, so outside of your pinky finger. Then we're just going to shift the hips as far forward as you can go. Then pulling back, you're now going to try to lift up and back. So instead of sliding the foot, think about lifting and pulling up and in. So now we'll alternate. So pull up and in, step out, and then shift your hips forward. All right, keep moving this one back and forth, alternating sides, working on the lift. Again, find your own pace. Keep experimenting by pushing up through the shoulders, up through the belly, and then feeling that deep stretch and through the hips. All right, let's see if we can go and get one more with each leg. Good. Now go ahead and come in the lengthways of your mat or the space that you're in. We're gonna pop up and come into our feet and just bring it as wide as you can. Now we're gonna walk our hands over to one foot and sit as low as you can. So this heel can come off the floor, but try to work as close as you can, dropping your heel to the floor. So we'll keep the hands on the floor as well as we do this one. We'll stretch through this straight leg, toes pull up, and now walk your hands through center. And go ahead and drop down the other side. Again, pulling up through the straight leg, toes lift, and then dropping your heel as close as you can. Again, walk through center. So keep finding this gliding motion at your own pace, feeling that nice length and opening. Now we can keep the hands down. If you want to try to come up a little bit more, you can bring the hands into heart center. Now, you're going to pull through this straight leg as well as push through the bent leg to glide across. Again, pull and push. So you have two options, the hands down or hands coming into heart center. And a few more times each way. Good, and we'll get one more then. Excellent, then coming down. All right, so we'll come back to a seat now. You're gonna bring one leg in front of you, kind of about a 90-degree bend, and then the same in the back leg. So it's coming out from the side of you here. We're going to lean forward into the front leg first. So you're gonna lean forward, start to feel the stretch in your glutes and your hips. You can bring the hands forward again to start. Start to shift the weight. Now push and pop up through the hips. We're gonna really press the hips forward and open up the front side. Then you have the hands back down to the floor, and then you can sit back down. So here we go, we're going up and down, up and down. The hands can stay, lean and press. If you can take the hands off, then you can keep them at the heart or just floating in front of you. So rock and press. Good, again, just keep it moving with your own pace here. You can always do an assigned number of reps, but in this one, just go ahead and follow with the timings that I have. When you're warming up or when you're trying to improve your joint movement, kind of take your body as the guide of how it feels. When you start to feel like it's getting warm or loose, you know you're doing something. So this is the last one up here. All right, then we'll flip the legs around. So the opposite one is in front, opposite one is behind. Again, 90 degrees-ish. Trying to get the shin kind of straight out in front of you. So we'll lean forward again, hands can come to the floor, lean, and then we'll rock up and into it. And then come back down again with or without hands. So here we go, push, press up. You might notice each side's a little bit different. One might feel much easier than the other. Just starting to show the differences between our sides, which is always nice doing these types of things to kind of make you more aware of the body. There we go. Going for a few more. And we'll go for one more. Excellent. All right, so should start to feel a bit of fire in the hips. Everything's working. And we're gonna come up and doing one more. So you're gonna find yourself in a lunge position. We're gonna shift the hips forward. So we're gonna tuck the back toes under. Now what we wanna feel is the pull through our quadricep and up into the hip flexors. So we're trying to pull in, tilt in, and feel that squeeze. Now, what we're gonna do is lift our back knee off the floor, but pretend as if there's a ceiling right above your head. We don't wanna come up and hit the ceiling, so all we're trying to do is lift and lengthen the back leg. This one becomes the most challenging, so right at the end here. So, hands to hips helps. You're gonna push into the front leg, try to lift and lengthen the back leg, staying as low as possible, and then drop right back down with control. So this leg is trying to lengthen or stretch as far as you can. So press, lengthen, and lower. You'll see sometimes it's a little bit better than others, but each time, even if you lift a little bit, try to stay low each time. Let's go ahead and try one more. Very nice. All right, we'll switch on out and go the other leg forward. So again, shift the hips forward, tuck the back toes under. Try to pull and tuck the pelvis in slightly. Feel the stretch in your front side of your hips. And then here we go, we push again into the front leg, lengthen, and come back down. Each time, trying to stay a little bit better, staying down while you lengthen. There we go. Should be feeling quite fired up now. Getting much warmer. And again, ready to take on a workout, or just to be able to move around and feel open, not as stiff. Just starting your day, increasing the heart rate a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's try one more. And press and lift. Excellent. All right. That is all you have to do for your hip mobility. If you start walking around, you start to feel, maybe get a little bit more loose. drop into squat, see what your pelvis can do. But thanks for joining me. Until the next one.